Hey guys, welcome to our season premiere of Bitches Who Brunch. I am your head bitch in charge, as always, Miss Vonnie Lynn. And today I'm going to introduce you guys to our season 3 co-host. Come on down to Miss Beautiful Marlene. Where you at, girl? Ah, there you are.
Hey, everyone.
Oh my God, I am so excited to be back on the air, back recording season 3. We are going to come with some smoke. How you been? How you feeling? How you feeling about this season?
I am feeling like so excited about this season. I'm feeling super sexy, I was doing dry January. I'm feeling super moist.
I was like, girl, get the champagne ready. You're like,
No.
I was like, go. I was like, go get some sparkling cider. You're like, okay, I'll drink wine. I'm oh, that wasn't hard.
Yep. No, I'm excited about this season. I'm really, really like beyond thrilled to start this season.
I know, God, I am so excited to have you here. This is going to be an amazing season. I also want to say welcome back to our amazing producer, Abel. He is back with us for this season 3 of Bitches Who Brunch. So, he's going to come with all the pettiness, throwing them flags at us, and I can't wait for that.
Me either. Abel is amazing.
So, what are you excited for most this season with Bitches Who Brunch?
Really just being able to kind of like show my honesty and like openness and no filter, like just the no filter of what this podcast is about for women. I think it's important that women are able to like own their sexuality, knowing things about relationships, breaking guy code. I really want to help like break guy code this season because I feel like
Yeah.
it's under wraps. And yeah, I want to help girls have a better insight to like men and just how to like deal with them in general.
And also on the flip side, I want to continue to help our male listeners out there get a little bit more insight into us. Give us the cheat sheets that they need for their partners, their spouses, whoever they're dating, whatever that's going to be. So, it's going to be a good season for men and women. So, first, what are you drinking on tonight? What are you brunching on tonight?
I am drinking a little bit of red Moscato.
Ooh. Okay. And you know me, I had to bust out the champagne quickly for this special occasion. Yay.
It's the strawberries for me.
Mm. I have to have strawberries in my champagne. Some kind of fruit. I am bougie like that. So, but let's get into these topics for today's show. So the first topic that we are going to hit up is chivalry dead? So I'm excited for that one. Marlene, tell us what the second topic's going to be.
Okay, let me see. I actually wrote this on my notes. And wrong foot. So actually, are we discussing chivalry dead? Because let me see.
Yes, that's the first topic, is chivalry dead, and we definitely want to hear some feedback from you guys in the chat section. And Miss Priscilla did just enter the chat. Hey, Miss Priscilla, how are you doing today?
Hey, Priscilla. So what do you think is wrong with dating nowadays would be topic number 2.
Ooh, I can't wait to get some. I have some, theories.
Some nuggets.
Our last topic is going to be how to decipher mixed signals in social media today.
Oh,
That one's a big one. So right now, you guys know me. If you don't know me from season 1 and 2, we're gonna jump right in. Marlene, how moist is your vagina?
it's a little moist. A little.
on a scale of 1 to the Atlantic.
It's an 11. It's an 11 because
Yeah.
honestly, like, girl, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, huh? So we're going to jump right into, is chivalry dead? So I think first and foremost, like, we have to answer, like, what exactly is chivalry? Like, so what is chivalry to you?
Chivalry to me is like a man being like aware of your feelings and your emotions, like your ups and downs. Also doing like the little things, studying you, opening your door for you, just being a gentleman all around. Like, oh, watching, like, when you cross the street, walking on the outside of the sidewalk and you walking on the inside of the sidewalk, giving you a jacket if you're cold, like just really being in tune with his woman. Like that to me is chivalry. A man that does like those little things for you that you just really don't get nowadays. It's really hard to find. So to me, that's like a little bit of what chivalry is. What about you?
That's true. Well, chivalry, if like I'm going to give you guys like what the actual definition of it is, it's the practice of showing respect and treating a woman better. So, it's a nice like blanket definition for what that is. I absolutely love chivalry. I want that. I want all of those cute, sweet moments, and sometimes it gets lost with women because there are some women that are like, oh, I'm an independent woman and I'm this and I'm that. Well, you know what? I am an independent woman. Us both, we are boss babes. So, but at the end of the day, it's just that thing. It's like, oh, you don't need a man. No, I don't need a man. I want a man. I want a
Oh,
man to be there
facts.
and to do
That's so
that.
true. Yeah, like I'm glad
So,
that you bring that up because I think it's important to understand like like I'm a bossy bitch, but at the end of the day, like I want a man to like be a man for me and I want to feel like a lady. Like I don't always want to be like that bossy bitch. I want to be able to turn that off with my gentleman. You know what I mean? Like there's
mhm.
something about it. I think no matter how independent you are, like every woman has that inner desire that they definitely want like that alpha male that's just like respectful, chivalrous, like just amazing and emotional.
That's true because you can be an alpha male and still be chivalrous. Now, Miss
Yes.
Priscilla said, in her opinion, chivalry is rare but not completely dead, and
That
that chivalry is sexy. And yes, it is so sexy. It is a huge turn on for me. Like,
number one quality.
oof,
That's
yes, it really is. So let's get to these statistics. So according to Lifestyle, a survey that was done with Lifestyle, they said that 73% of women say that chivalry is dead.
mm,
73%. That is a huge percentage of women that sit there and say that chivalry is dead. Now, 83% of them said that it would make them happy if the person, because these are types of chivalrous behaviors, like what percentage of these chivalrous behaviors that these women, like. So 83% it would said that it would make them happy if the person that they are dating or talking to, would check up on them and make sure they got home safely.
oh yeah.
So I'm definitely in that 83%. I love that. Did you make it home safe? Text, the did you eat text? Have you drank water? Like, just the little stuff that reminds, of like stuff that I will definitely forget. So 80% of women also said that they love it when someone checks in through sporadically throughout the day via text message. And
Very
I
true.
think like sometimes with like some men, it can get crossed as, oh, she just wants to like know what I'm doing all the time and, blah, blah, blah. And I don't really think it's that so much as we just, kind of want to know that you're thinking of us.
True.
That right there is, what gets it. So this percentage really kind of like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
78% of women said they want a low tech date, meaning leave the phones behind. Like not behind, but just kind of like not answering messages
Yeah.
or anything, just like, low tech, you and that person in the moment.
I
So
can totally see that.
that's another chivalrous act that women like. 84% said that they love it when he calls when he says he's going to call or
Right.
shows up when he says he's going to show up. Um, Let me see. Wanting to meet your family and friends. 77% of women said that they find like that attracts them more and makes them more of a possible long-term relationship than that kind of frivolous behavior.
So
So,
true.
mhm. Let me see. There was one that says going halves on a menu when you can't decide what to eat. So this comes more into play for men that like to order for women.
Okay.
Actually, 45% of women said they do not enjoy that part where a man will order for you. Me
I don't think I've ever had
personally,
that.
oh, okay. So it's kind of a turn on because I've had it where I've gone out with this guy, like we go out to dinner and the waiter comes over and he knows my favorite drink already and he knows what I'm going to eat, so he literally orders for me. And I'm
Oh,
like, oh, okay, you listened when I said
that's
that
cute.
I love cosmopolitans, or I love an extra dirty martini, or
Yeah,
something like that. So that was
absolutely. I think that has
okay.
to go into like, the guy like studying you, like your man studying you and just knowing all the ins and outs of you and just details. It's all about the
Yes,
details.
yes, absolutely. Now, this is the question. What is the difference between chivalry and simping? Because to some men, these things, especially, I don't want to like call like an age group of men out, but younger men are calling this simping, So what to you is the difference between simping and chivalry?
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like okay, that's got to be like a super young age group because I don't think like men in our age bracket say simp. But I think that men find that like, kind of feminine to be detail oriented like that. But honestly,
Hmm.
I think it might just come with maturity. Simping, they just might think of it as being like soft and stuff to be, kind of like paying attention like that or studying like that. I guess they think like it's cool to like just be unaware or not, you know what I mean? Like not intentional like that. But I feel like you want to be intentional, especially with like a woman, like a woman. You want to be in.
Oh, absolutely. So first, huge shout out to Scrumptious Sound System for telling us that we both look scrumptious today on this podcast. Thank you so much for that. And Miss Priscilla said, I'm old. I have no idea what simping is. Okay, Priscilla, let me go ahead and tell you guys what simping is supposed to mean. So it means obsessing over a person that does not return the same affection. So simping is like going above and beyond with the affection, the attention, the adoration, all that stuff. But when it comes to definitely, when it comes to simping, the other person is not really reciprocating that. So, but some guys these days, especially like I said in the younger bracket, they see a man who is paying attention to his woman, adoring her and all the adoration, and they call it, oh man, you're such a simp, bro. Like, first of all, give me a simp any days of the week like that. If that's what a simp is, I want it. And I've had it. And I want it again. And I do.
I have definitely had like a chivalrous alpha male, and in no way, shape, or form was that man a simp at all.
uh, Shout out to GC Ochoa out there in the chat. So glad you were able to make it in. Um, Mr. Scrumptious Sound System said simping is a lame trait. They simp over girls who are already taking like 9 dudes. Taken by 9 dudes. That's true. That's true. So basically, like I would consider simping what some of the guys do in my DMs and stuff like that, where it's like I tell
Yeah.
them like, chill out. Like, or like I'm cool, but it's not like that. And they
Yeah.
constantly like that's what that is. Miss Priscilla said, shit, I want my mans to be obsessed with me.
Facts.
Period. That's like our producer. He's like, I want all the attention all the time. Don't you know?
Yeah.
So, some other chivalrous behaviors that women really enjoy are 59%. They say they love it when they let you listen to their Spotify playlist. The guys
Cute.
send you their Spotify playlist. Socializing with your work colleagues was at 59%. Supporting you on your diet and your lifestyle changes and stuff like that. 78% of women said they really love it when a man will do that for them.
That is
i'm
so
like
important.
i'm like, where's the guy with the boombox outside my window? that's what
Yes.
i
I was just thinking
that's what
John
I want.
Cusack. Like, literally.
Yes, I wanted John Cusack, definitely.
Yeah.
um
Any day. Oh my God. That is so cute. I might watch that later.
So in the chat, they said simping and gaslighting go hand in hand. This is true, and so does love bombing.
Ooh,
And when
yeah.
we get into our episode in a couple of weeks about narcissism, gaslighting, love bombing, we are going to go over all of that. So you're definitely going to want to check that episode out. So Miss Jacqueline says she's been watching on YouTube, but she came here to love. But came here to love y'all. This premiere, love you too, Miss
Yeah.
Jacqueline. Can't wait to have you on the episode. I'm so excited
I
for
know,
next
me
month.
too.
Okay, so men. So Mr. GC says the All Good Fitness plug because I want to go check it out. Absolutely.
Definitely
Kimbo
come
Slice
check it
says
out.
here for Vonnie. Oh, Kimbo, lots of love. But for sure. So also men on the flip side, 47% of men said that chivalry is dead.
Ooh,
73% of men said that they want to be more chivalrous, but the male kind of hierarchy kind of takes over and prevents them from doing that. They also are afraid of being like that with women because some women nowadays to them don't want chivalrous behavior. And 69% of them said that they just want a woman that's going to be able to appreciate it. And that is true because I have seen it with certain friends or, other people where a man is being chivalrous and a woman, the girl is just not really, she doesn't appreciate that behavior,
I
you
feel
know.
like is she a simp if she doesn't appreciate that behavior? Like,
She might be.
are
She
you
might
simping,
be
girl?
because there are some girl simps out there. Don't get it twisted. There are some fuck girls out there that
Really?
So what do you guys think? Do you guys like chivalry? Would you be chivalrous? Are you any of that? Let us know in the comments. We want to know. Marlene, tell me a time when you have dated it was the most amazing chivalrous guy. Like, what was your experience with somebody who did give you that form of chivalry?
Okay, so actually, I've had it twice in my life in two relationships. The first one was my very first love. Married him, was amazing. So like everything was always about me, always over the top with like gifts, and it was just like he was obsessed with me, like absolutely obsessed with me. And he just did it in this most like humble, like put himself to the side type of way. And honestly, I think at that age, that young, I didn't know how to appreciate that. But, there were some good things that came out of it, like my beautiful child. So, that was amazing. And then, like, as I got older, I was able to get that again in life from someone else. And it was different. Like, I really, really appreciated it. Totally loved, like, loved all of it, every moment. It was just amazing. Again, just like constantly feeling protected, secure, paid attention to, just constant like affection and love and like touching and just being almost like connected, like just literally connected to the point where I still feel kind of connected. Like you know what I mean? It's just like
Oh yeah.
really like emotional. It was really different at different age levels. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. I'm blessed.
I will say once you have someone that puts that effort into you, it is really hard to if for some reason doesn't work out with that person, it's really hard to you know go meet someone else, and because you kind of expect that, you want that, so they
Agreed.
kind of set the bar, they set the bar and they set the standard and they set it really high because
Very
they were like that with you. So when you
true.
go on to next relationships and everything, and you like that's your bar now, and some guys might sit there and think you want too much, you're expecting too much, and this is literally the bare minimum. That's what a good morning text, a good night text, how's your day going, did you eat, all of that is bare minimum to me. I see that
Right.
as bare minimum.
Oh,
So
that's not even, yeah.
yeah, so I just
I like
it's
verbal communication.
it's amazing when you get it. It can, however, work to your detriment later on in relationships that come up. But
Very
um
true.
so they did say that there are fuck boys and fuck girls in the chat. Yes, we know that. Oh, plenty. I do too, actually. Miss
I
Priscilla
know a
said,
few.
as we get older, we learn to appreciate and learn so much more. And that is so true. Miss Marissa, hi, Miss Marissa. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the compliments. Um, Scrumptious Sound System said midday nudes. Okay, okay, okay.
I'm
So
notorious
yes,
for that.
yes, if that's where the relationship is at. No, if all you've done is say hello and you don't even know my last name. So
True.
No,
True.
that is not like I have this one guy in my DMs on Instagram, and all he did, he'd be like, I want to have a conversation, a decent conversation with you. And then it's 6 dick pics. And I'm like, what the fuck are we
Ew.
talking? What the fuck are we talking about?
Don't send those to me. I will block, delete.
No, what's funny is that I screenshot him and I send him to the group chat, and I'm like, I had to see it, and I'll do too. Haha.
Absolutely.
Haha. Um, so
The
yes, there's a
group
red
chat.
flag. Miss oh yeah. Oh my bestie in the group chat was like, I can't with you bitches. I can't never just look at my phone. Dicks
Yep.
everywhere. So
Dicks everywhere. Just flying
just
at you.
everywhere. So, okay, so moving on from chivalry, what do you think, or do you think that chivalry being dead, possibly, but what do you think is wrong with dating nowadays? And guys in the chat, feel free to chime in. Let us know what do you think is hindering dating nowadays? Because people say it's so hard to date. In 2022, it was so hard to date. We're going into 2023, and a lot of people are starting their year off. They're like, man, I'm already done with this year. So, in your opinion, what do you think?
I personally think like dating is hard because you really don't know someone else's intentions. So I think everyone is like guarded. And I think it's really hard to find someone that's not guarded. And there's just like that, it's just building trust. I think, people want to kind of jump from like point A to like Z, and they need to like understand, build trust, build a relationship, build a friendship. You don't have to like immediately start dating someone. Like, know them for a little while, be cool, be friends, like actually go on a date, like go somewhere, hang out, go to a fucking arcade, go to a damn movie, do something other than going to someone's bedroom into the bar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a date. Like, let's hang out, or let's be a friend. Like, let's get to know each other other than just however. But I think like people just want to jump from like, what's up, good morning, to like, let's fuck. And that's like, that's a deal. That's a thing.
That is so true. So, GC says everyone is broken. LOL. In some, you know what? That's facts, though, in some way. So, Miss Priscilla said that people overthink, in her opinion. Dating is fun, no commitment, get to know them, see if you click, and go from there. Miss Marissa said that asking for bare minimum, we are portrayed as being too much. That's true. GC says sex is first base. But yes, a lot of people in 2023, sex is first base.
Facts.
That was a red flag for GC, not us. PS, I just want to throw that out there. Marissa said dates, actual dates. So yes, that is a huge thing. People do not date anymore. But I
No.
want you to know, in 2023, younger people were actually having sex less than in the past 5 years.
Good.
So yeah, so that's another thing, right? That's like a what exactly? But it's because that's like that was a thing. Like, oh shit, like we gotta go straight to like sex. And I remember a while back where I was like, when I was dating, and I was like, we've gone out like I think it was like the second date, and I was stressing because he didn't want to have sex with me. And then he like pointed out to me, he was like, it's only our second date, like
Yeah.
why are you freaking out? And I was like, holy shit, why am I freaking out? But it's because that was the thing, like it gotten so revolved around sex, dating has, that people put those in the same category. And yes, eventually dating leads to that,
Yeah.
but you're supposed to get to know someone first. Um, in your opinion, do you think that social media has had anything to do with the downward spiral in dating nowadays?
I think so, because it's so easy to like pick up a conversation with someone and like really like have an emotional connect, or like not even like necessarily emotional, but be able to like talk and converse with multiple people at one time. So I think, but it's important to understand like dating does not mean committed. So you have to understand, just because like you might be dating someone, it doesn't mean that you're super exclusive with them. Like, you have to also be aware and be open enough to say like, okay, hey, we're dating, but you possibly potentially may be dating two other girls or another girl. And that's okay, you guys. Like, that's okay. Like, you're allowed to date too. Unless you actually make it like exclusive and official, then and like really lay out the you know what I mean? Like lay it out. Steve Harvey's my favorite. Like lay it
I
out
know
like
our
exclusive.
producer's like, excuse me, they're allowed to date who to? Who
You.
to? No to?
Well, no, like if you're in a relationship, that's different. There's a commitment. You know, you say like,
Right.
hey, I just want to date you. Like you're, you know, you are someone that I want to like take serious and commit to you, just dating you. Like, are you on the same page? Communicate that
Right.
stuff, guys. Like communicate that shit.
So Mr. GC said Abel's killing him. Yes, he is, and he is really good at that. He will catch your shit and throw those red flags out all day. And thank you so much for the compliment, GC. We appreciate you.
Yes, definitely.
Um,
Not me
but you
pouring up.
but you see, for me, when I see social media, the role that I think social media plays in how people perceive relationships nowadays is I think social media gives us too many options.
Wait.
So when you are seeing someone, when you're dating someone, like we're like we have this thing that, oh, there's so many options on social media. Look at all these, look at, like, guys, look at all these bitches on social media. Let this bitch fuck up. I got this one over here. Like, or and same thing with women. We social media gives us endless options.
Yeah.
Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, which stay tuned for our Tinder and Bumble episode. That's going to be
Ooh,
amazing coming
it's
up.
gonna be juicy.
Um, but not just that. I mean, and then it like started like bends the lines and blurs the lines as far as like what is technically cheating on
Mm-hmm.
there, because you are bombarded with half naked women, half naked men. It's so easy for a man to send a dick pic nowadays, or
Mm-hmm.
get pictures from women the same way. Like it just, I think social media came around and really made it like hard to completely commit to someone, because the second they get mad at somebody, oh, I'm gonna go on here and look at half naked bitches. Then I'm mad at this bitch,
They don't
or
even have
like,
to be
oh,
mad.
he wants to act up. Let me go double click on his friend's post. Click, click, like, you know what I
Oh
mean?
God.
Social
I
media
honestly yeah.
really just enabled our toxicity, is what
I
social media did, I think.
I get so annoyed. Like if I'm interested in someone and I see them like liking other girls' like photos, I'm just like, bitch, what are you doing liking that photo?
Dude, and
I'll
social
finish you
media
right now.
also gives you that, like, where if you message a guy and he leaves you, like, and he doesn't respond, but then you look on social media and you're like, this fool done put on his story. He
Yo,
could
I will
post on
block and
social
delete
media,
that
but
dude.
he cannot message me back. Bet.
I will
Bitch,
fucking
bet.
block and delete. Block and I've done it for less. Goodbye. Sorry. Fuck you.
No, it's true. And I also think, like, one of the things that is kind of hindered, like, when it comes to dating nowadays is respect.
Right.
I think it's just and communication, because
Mm,
communication wires get crossed, and because there's a lot of, you do a lot of texting, and it's so hard to like get through what you want to say in a text, because so text, they can be misconstrued so easily.
very.
So
Which
mhm,
verbal communication is important. Like pick up the phone, make a call, talk.
very important. I love talking on the phone. Someone
Hmm.
that loves talking on the phone. I'd rather send a voice message. I send so many voice memos, by the way, than an actual text. FaceTiming, yes, exactly, GC. FaceTiming, video
Yes.
messages, like all of that. And like what you were saying earlier, dating, go out, go to a library, go to a museum. Do you know what a museum? When was the last time you went to a museum? Go to a
Right.
museum, do something,
And
even if it's just, if a guy tells me, hey, meet me here downtown. Okay,
yeah,
what are we going to do? We're going to go for a walk. Bet.
cool.
And just walk. And, if he were to bring his camera along, like, oh my God, oh God, when I catch a guy taking a picture of me, like, I
Uh-oh.
want to scream, because I think it's going to look so ugly, because guys just always seem to get your fucked up angles. Guys get you looking like the Loch Ness monster had a baby with a Sasquatch. Okay, I don't know how the fuck that
Oh,
happens, but it does. But I
it's
think it
true.
is the cutest. I think it is the cutest thing in the world to catch a guy just taking a picture of you. Like
Aw,
especially if he's like taking pictures of scenery and then he just like goes over to you. That's so fucking adorable. Like,
adorable.
sir, have my mythical babies, because I'm not having any more real ones.
I
So
might have a few.
so GC says the library at me ho.
I think she meant like the public library. Or like
The
it's a
public
Barnes and
library.
Noble. You said, take me to the library, take me to the museum. It's all the library CC. Let's go have a drink. Let's get fucked up.
If I go to the library, you getting a rumple shot. Period.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Paris, my girl, pinky up girl, she knows.
Those are my favorite shots. I start with Rumple,
That's
literally.
vomit. That's vomit. Literally vomit.
Maybe that's wrong with dating today, starting with
That
Rumple.
and Jameson will get toe up. Like, I'm done. Take me home.
Ooh,
The night's over.
Jameson mixed with Hypnotic. Girl, we having a good date.
I do like Hypnotic. No, now I do like Hypnotic.
His scrumptious sound system says fuck around and end up with the tamale lady.
Yo, she is the big, like, that's a businesswoman right there. The tamale lady, she don't play around. She texts me still like, hey girl, you need tamales? I'm like, damn, bitch, it's March. It's not,
But I'll take some, but I will take some, bet.
yeah, can you drop it off though?
Miss Jacqueline said yes to Rumple and the library. Absolutely, girl. You already know. Bet. Library, be ready. GC said toes up. Toes up.
Toes up. Toe up. Tore up.
I was like, what about toes? What are we doing with our toes?
No, easy. It's been a minute.
I like some toe play. Anyway.
What? No. We like toe play.
We do like toe play.
Yo, these pedicures ain't cheap. Put them in your mouth.
Period.
Rub it on your face.
I want to see this nail polish come out from between your lips.
No, this shellac ain't gonna come off. Shellac on the toes only, ladies. Shellac only.
Period. He said with a little thickness to stay warm. Absolutely. Ain't nobody freezing in my bed. That's all I'm saying. So, all right. So we're going to move on to how to decipher mixed signals in social media today. Because your social media inbox will give you the most mixed signals in the entire world. So I don't know why I put how to, because bitch, I don't know. I'm hoping someone out there knows. Tell me.
She said, I don't know. Oh God. Social media. You know, like mixed signals from us or mixed signals from them? Like the guy.
From the person. Well, either way, because
Right.
we give them. I know we give them. We give those
Me?
mixed signals.
I'm like, maybe I'm okay. I have totally been told I'm aggressive because I'm just like, hey, I love you. There's no mix. Like, I love you. Let's talk. Let's be more than friends. Like,
That's your first message to them?
girl, sometimes it depends on how many drinks I've had, but yeah, sometimes it's like, I love you. You so fine. Like, I want to make you my, like, I had a guy trying to sell me online training, and I was just like, you know what? Trying to get out of the sale. I was like, I just don't know if I can actually work with you because I think I'm in love with you. Like, you're so hot. I love your videos. Like, you're so good looking.
You're like, I'm just really
like,
here to look
at
like, you.
I'm flattered. Does this mean we're not going to like do business? I was like, you can't take money from a girl that is potentially in love with you.
Oh my God. Overflow was the way to go on that pour.
Okay. Yeah, you were slurping up that foam, Vonnie.
Yeah, making all the noise. We're going to turn this into an ASMR real quick. So, well, you know, for me, it's like, okay, so let me give you a scenario. Okay, so this is a scenario. You tell me how you would decipher these mixed signals. Okay, and guys, especially if there's guys in the chat right now, tell us like what's up. Okay, so let's say that there's this guy that you're talking to on social media, and he is super nice. He's liking your posts. He's like sliding up on them, and then you guys are talking. It's good conversation. He talks to you, you talk back, and then all of a sudden you start noticing he's liking a lot of your friends' posts. And
girl,
sometimes listen, and then sometimes he doesn't really respond. Like, you'll send him a message and he'll like leave it on red. He might heart it, and then he'll respond later, like hours later. Like, do you think that person likes that girl, or do you think that person like maybe, or what do you do at that point? GC says not interested. Good. The fuck.
I like really find like a lot of the same like guys liking similar girls' photos. Like, it's the same dudes. It's like, I don't feel special because it's the same dudes liking the same. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like so common. It's like, oh, there's the top 10 putos of Corpus liking all the same photos. Just kidding. Apart, but you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's very
So,
like I would say, yeah, not
so
interested. He would not be interested if he's
Miss Priscilla is definitely on our petty level because she says two can play that game. And Yogi says because he wants to keep y'all guessing. Marissa said not really interested, just wants her in a lineup.
Yogi.
And
Oh,
Scrumptious says until you make them number one, be nice to your teammates.
first of all,
First of all,
I'm
it's
the
a
captain, okay?
exactly. It's a
Oh,
roster.
period.
So this would kind of be like his roster. So he's keeping her on a roster, basically.
Basically. But I mean,
Okay.
new year, new roster. So like Priscilla said, two can play that game. But do you really want to play that game? Because we can play it better. Girls can just play it better. We really, really can. Low key.
Yeah, yes, we can. That's facts. That's just facts. We really, really can. So I know it's like back in my my roster days, I'm like, it's nothing to take one off the roster and a slot open,
Period.
I'm all, let me go back and visit my block list, see who's been behaving.
I'm gonna unblock you for a week and let you find out.
Scrumptious says when she's working that back and you don't know how to act. I'm all, Scrumptious, what level are you on right now?
He's on level 1001 for real. He's a walking red flag.
But so that was an example of a mixed signal. Go ahead and give me an example of what a mixed signal would be like to you, or mixed signals that guys have given you.
For me, I think like mixed signals is okay. Social, like if you're exclusively talking on social media, that's a mixed signal. Like, why haven't you asked for my phone number? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we should have exchanged digits already. And then, if we are talking, obviously call me, FaceTime me. Like that's literally like expected. It's required to even do those little things. Plan a date. If we're not planning a date and if we're chit-chatting and chit-chatting and chit-chatting and you're not trying to plan a date or get my number or like hang out with me other than just like, hey, like, can you be my Uber Eats driver at 3 a.m.? Like, no, sir. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I the fuck cannot. I the fuck
Yeah,
cannot.
that's what they got apps for. Like, pay someone else because no, you know what I mean? Like, mixed signals is definitely liking other girls' photos. Like, you know what I mean? Just being like thirsty like that. That's so annoying. Like, I'm so petty. I will just block and delete for real.
That's a big one. That's a big one. But for me, I have to say, if I'm dating a guy or talking to a guy and he's liking all of my friends' photos, I'm okay with that. Support my friends. As
Right.
you should. You should like my friends' photos.
Yeah.
But when you're liking my friends, if it's a particular just one of my friends and you're not liking any of mine, but you're liking hers, bitch, bye. Because I just said this in my Instagram, but I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Guys, know that if you are talking to someone and you start hearting or you start liking her friend, especially if it's a best friend, come on. Anything you send them, anything you DM them, if you heart react to their stories, slide up on them, anything, it is going to get seen. It is going to get heard. She's going to show the other girl. We are going to show each other. We're going to talk about it.
Facts.
We're going to laugh about it. Like, come on, be real.
Oh yeah.
And
And like,
also, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. You're not going to have a chance with her.
right.
And the same thing with her guys. You're not going to have a chance with me or with, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Girls talk, like, period. Just like guys talk, girls talk, girls talk. So, we know, even if you're not like, even if they're not the kind that like openly love someone's photo in public, like, you know what I mean, on social, and you're just like in their DMs or in their stories, like giving them fire emojis, giving them heart eyes, like, bitch, we're going to find out because
Yes, we
we'll
are.
be told. Okay. And if they're a real friend, they will check you. They will.
Mm-hmm. No, because it'll be just like in school when the teacher says, show your answers, share your answers with the person sitting next to you. That's what the fuck we do. But let me go ahead and address this from Scrumptious. He says mixed signals is I'm saying I'm not hungry, then get mad when you don't order. First of all, if you ask a woman what she wants to eat and she says nothing and you don't order her anything anyway, that's on you, homie.
Yeah,
That's like you
even
should
French
know.
fries. Like, just
Yeah,
get some French fries at the bare minimum.
you should know. And GC says when they're loyal in the talking stage. That is like, that's big dick energy for me. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, BDE, baby. I can spot
Big
it a mile
dick
away.
energy. Definitely. So, yes. And another kind of like a mixed signal or just like, oh shit, like, does he like me? Doesn't he like me? Or whatever. But I was going to say flip that, and now it's our turn. What kind of mixed signals have you put out there before? Because we've all done it. Let's get honest, ladies. It's not just these men. Come on, we're trifling too.
Yo.
I'm all, do I hear crickets? Because I kind of hear crickets. Like,
hey. Yo, the
so
homies
come on,
sometimes
Marlene.
the homies look, you know, sometimes the homies look scrumptious. Like, they look
So
good.
what's a mixed signal that you have given out to a guy before, or that you've maybe caught, maybe you didn't know you were doing it, but looking back you realize, Miss Priscilla said, okay, I'm gonna leave now. Nah, girl, put it up there.
Nice saying, Priscilla. Mixed signals, definitely. Oh my God. One time this sweet guy asked me out on a movie date, and I totally told him, yeah, like I'll definitely go with you, like for sure. And I felt bad because he just like wasn't like my particular type. And oh my God, I feel so bad. And I like told him I'd message him, like we'll plan it. Totally left him on like delivered. Totally let the day go by, like didn't respond to him, like mixed signals, like just what a bitch. And he gave me a Christmas gift. Oh my God, like I'm so mean.
Poor
I'm
guy.
so mean. He wrote it
So
was a oh my, I don't even want to go into further detail, but so
if
sweet.
you have ever been personally victimized by Marlene, please message us on Bitches Who Brunch and tell us all about it. We would love to hear it.
There's a fan club. I know. There's a fucking fan club.
Okay. So for me, I can put out mixed signals even to this day, present time. Definitely I can put out mixed signals because I am very extroverted. So I'm super friendly, like super,
Right.
super friendly. And I know that that can be misconstrued sometimes. So not only that, but I'm also not my producer calling us out. Super.
I flirt for a living. Like literally flirt.
Yeah. So like, and I'm touchy feely. Like I'm real touchy. Like if I say hi to somebody, I'm like, oh hi, and I'll like, touch them and stuff like that. I do that. That's just I
Oh yeah.
I wish I
I
can
do
get
the
out of it.
honey and baby,
Honey, baby,
sweetheart.
sugar, like
Oh, you're so yeah. Oh,
yeah,
cutie.
yeah, like oh, that's so adorable. Like
Adorable.
and then I realize it, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like well, my bad. So, Scrumptious says, once asked a girl out and her ex-husband chaperoned us. That sounds like
Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Literally had similar situation, but he didn't chaperone. Went on a date with the guy. I don't know why he took me to his ex's house, I guess to like see his children or something. She came to the door, knocked on the window, told me to roll down the window, proceeded to like be like, you're not gonna roll down the window and say hello to my children. I was like, homie, I only know this guy like for 5 minutes. Like I'm not your children. Like I don't know what kind of divorce y'all are going through, but this is not what I signed up for.
oh, you didn't want to say hi to your stepkids?
I rolled the window down
What?
eventually. It's like I'm gonna fuck your husband later. I'm just kidding.
So Miss Priscilla said a time when she was giving mixed signals. She says randomly getting moody and not feeling well just to go home and get ready and to go out with another dude.
Cheers to that.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
GC said no, those are your kids now. You better roll down those windows and say hi to those
I better get
kids.
some child support for them kids.
Hey Jonathan, my cousin has entered the chat. How are you doing today? So yeah, that is hilarious. Guys, throw in the chat right now when you have given off mixed signals. we would like to know what type of behaviors you do that gives off those mixed signals. Because that, like, sometimes I feel like we need like help deciphering some of these DMs that we're getting on social media and this and that. Oh, another one is like whenever a guy asks, like when they're like, "Oh, can you add me on Snap?" Bitch,
I hate Snap.
can you just get the number? I'm a human.
Yeah.
Get a number. Like why Snap? Like what are
I
we
hate
doing on
Snap.
Snap?
What are you gonna send me on Snap?
The same
No.
thing they're gonna send you on Instagram. Like what what is
Tell me
the
in real life.
appeal?
I feel like if you have Snap, like you probably have somebody that you trying to
I'm
hide
gonna
stuff.
go into depth in this when we go into our Tinder and Bumble episode. I'm gonna go into depth about the Snap thing. So that's another one. So let's give like another let's give like another for instance. Okay. What if a guy is like on social, because we're talking about on social media, how to decipher these mixed signals on social media. What if a guy is like liking all of your stuff? All of your he likes all of your pictures. He likes all of your stories, everything. And then he sees you in person and doesn't talk to you.
Oh, the worst.
What's that about? Guys?
Nope. No, I don't know. Like no Gonzalez, like no balls. Like no balls. You're shy or
Mm,
what? Like I don't get it.
yeah. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's to me it's like you're taken. If you can't even approach me in person, you're either taken or like you're a beta. Like you are beta male.
So Scrumptious says Snap is where girls post their sugar daddy.
I wish I had a sugar daddy. I'm tired of this dating scene.
GC says social anxiety, maybe. That's true. My cousin Jonathan is just as bad as we are. Girl, he said, I call him out in front of everybody. Hey, ain't you the one that likes all my stuff on social media? Where say hi.
Can't you send me a dick pic?
Oh, there's my Biffle Susie in the house. She said it's because you're so beautiful. It's intimidating. One,
I
thank
think
you.
that,
I
yes.
love you. But also she's got a point there. Sometimes they do get intimidated. Like they see you on social media and they have you on like this this pedestal, and like you're the beautiful girl on social media that they like their pictures, and then they see you in person and they're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I'll pull out
So
receipts. Priscilla said little dick energy, and I'm like, I kind of second that.
yeah. Okay, so but let's flip it now. Let's flip it now.
I feel like yeah.
Let's say a guy is not liking any of your posts. He's not liking any of your stories, but he's always the first one to look at them. What does that
Oh,
mean?
I had a
Come on,
whole
guys, chime
relationship with
in.
that.
Come on.
Honestly, I actually had an entire relationship that started like that. Was like my number one follower, but never liked my photos, never liked my stories, but was always like hardcore top number one, like number one. Dated him for 4 years, no big deal.
GC said starstruck on the first one and interested on the second one. Okay, all right. So I mean, but that's like a huge. GC says obsessed.
Yeah, facts, obsessed.
But that's what we want. I mean, didn't you hear Mark?
Yes.
Like someone said earlier, we want our guys obsessed with us. Yes, but like that is something like never,
Yeah.
like never, whatever. But Miss Susie says he's probably got a girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Maybe,
Yup.
maybe he's not liking it. That I guess because he's not like liking any of your stuff. He's just looking at it. And to me, that's kind of like he might be respecting whatever relationship rules he's got or boundaries he's got going in a relationship, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
So that kind of makes me like him even more.
A little, right?
I'm like, oh, let me message him. Toxic as fuck. Jonathan said, I did that one time. I met a dude on Grindr, was fine as hell in photos, but when I saw him in person, he opened his mouth and had meth mouth, and it was gross.
Okay, teeth are important, y'all. Guys, teeth are fucking whatever you gotta do. Take care of them hoes.
Oh my
That's
God, I'm
number
dead.
one, like big quality for me. Like, gotta have nice teeth.
Mm,
Gotta have nice.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, Miss Susie said that's not respectful. That's gross. So it's gross if they just like look at your stuff but don't ever like it or anything.
It's a little, yeah, I can see it's a little weird. They're like super shy. They're just like not aggressive like that in that kind of way.
Yeah. So GC said, and those looking for those accidental nude posts to the stories got to stay updated. I'm on none of mine are accidents. They're on purpose, but you only get the green circle for those.
Okay. I need to do that, close friends. I don't do that. I'm not, I don't know.
I can't say I don't because
I like your close friends post. I'm like, okay, honey.
girl, get
Little nip
it.
slip. The little nip slip.
I'm all, and to subscribe, all you have to do is click. So Jonathan said, hygiene, wash your ass. Period. Yes,
Right.
on that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, those were our 3 topics for this episode. If you do have any more answers to any of these topics, make sure you hit us up on our Instagram page. Go ahead and DM us on there. That is the quickest, easiest way to get a hold of us. And because we would love to hear from you guys. If you guys are listening out in podcast land, make sure you message us there and let us know if you think chivalry is dead. What do you think is wrong with dating nowadays? And how do you decipher those mixed signals on social media today? I want to thank everybody for being with us for this season 3 premiere, especially my new season 3 co-host, Miss Marlene. Oh my God, I cannot wait. We are going to have so much coming up this season. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have collaborations, and we still have slots open for guests on this show. So if you want to be a guest on this show, make sure you DM us on our Instagram page and we will get you slotted in to be a guest on one of our episodes. JC said, bye. Love you guys. Great job. Gym soon. Yes, gym tomorrow. Gym tomorrow.
Just show up.
I'm going to take the producer with me. He's going, whether he likes it or not.
424 Schatzel Street.
We also want to give a huge shout out to our season 3 sponsor, which is All Good Fitness. Marlene, take it away and tell them all about the gym.
Guys, you got to join us at All Good Fitness downtown, local spot, hit it up, 24 hours, private facility, avoid the crowds, saunas, lots of equipment. Me, Vonnie, producer, and sometimes when she's in town, Jacqueline.
Yep, that's all you need.
Yeah, check it out, guys. allgoodfitnessdowntown.com.
Okay, go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and throw the address out there too, so that way they know where to find it.
424 Schatzel Street, downtown Corpus Christi.
All right, you guys. And if you are not local, just go ahead and check out All Good Fitness on Instagram. Like, follow, share, all that good stuff. Make sure you're sharing these also on your stories. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your grandmama, tell everybody that Bitches Who Brunch is here. That Bitches Who Brunch. I'm gonna tell your baby daddy X. Tell them all.
You hear me?
I'm gonna tell the side pieces. Tell everybody. Tell the sneaky links. All of them. That Bitches Who Brunch season 3 is here, and we cannot wait for the rest of the season. We will see you guys next Tuesday, 8 p.m. You know where to find us. Bye.
Bye.